Hello, Terrell here, and I'm here to tell you already that my 2025 movie of the year so far is The Prosecutor with Donnie Yen. Chef's kissed already. Man, I didn't know what I was going to get into when I saw this. You already know the deal. I didn't see a trailer. I went into this blind, and I didn't even know Donnie Yen was in it. I just jumped into this. Well, go. Thank you again. For allowing me to watch this glorious movie. I feel terrible. I should have, get the screenings. I should have went ahead and went to the theater. This is one of those movies that I highly recommend going to the theater to see. I definitely recommend this. Go and see this. This movie is going to be. This movie was released on December 21st in Hong Kong. It's going to be limited release starting January 10th, and everywhere else the 16th and the 17th. I believe like Australia and the countries, other places like 16th and 17th. Man, this movie was amazing. The Prosecutor, if I hadn't said it already. Let me start you off with a taste of what the plot of this Donnie Yen action-filled movie is. A poor young man is wrongly charged with drug trafficking after being deceived. An ex-prosecutor investigates the case, uncovers a corrupt lawyer's team scheme, and restores justice despite obstruction from evil forces. When I tell you, I need to see Donnie Yen on Law and Order at this point. I need Donnie Yen to talk to Dick Wolf and get on the team so we can get more Donnie Yen as the prosecutor, as a lawyer defending the weak. I need more of this. The story starts off like I said. We are trying to prove the innocent of this kid who's been wrongly accused of drug trafficking and has been sentenced wrongly. Donnie Yen character, who was a former he was a former officer, then becomes a prosecutor, obviously because he can't do this job forever, but wants to be on the other side of the law after catching the bad guys and the law not doing their job. As we see it all the time, you see it on TV, you see it in movies, and you see it in real life, where sometimes all the pieces of the puzzle don't come together, and we don't always get the bad guys. And Donnie Yen takes the time out of his life to become a lawyer, become a prosecutor, so that he can defend and make sure that doesn't happen again. But in this case, we get a Donnie Yen prosecutor lawyer movie that is turned to absolutely 25 and is all the better for it. Like I said, I don't think I was not bored the entire time of this movie. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. The emotion was a roller coaster that I didn't want to get off of. Oh my goodness! As soon as the movie starts, action. As soon as the movie starts, it's completely ridiculous. Donnie Yen being Donnie Yen. And I thought I was just gonna get a Law and Order Dick Wolf special. No, we're gonna get a lawyer show with high octane action. It's completely ridiculous. I was writing down my notes, and one of the things I popped in my head was Donnie Yen is like the Chinese Jason Statham at this point, where Jason Statham is just like the everybody guy that just happens to fight. You just happens to know how to fight. Obviously, it makes sense for this movie and the character that Donnie Yen is, but at this point, I don't think there's any movie that I would accept Donnie Yen not being in it. It wouldn't make sense. It's like the Rock, is the everybody guy where he just happens to be ultra strong. He's a scientist that also happens to have super strength in all his movies for some reason. But Donnie Yen is just absolutely freaking amazing. Which this movie is also directed by Donnie Yen. The screen written by Edmund Wong. The action director for this is Takahito Uchi. Who does an amazing freaking job, like amazing job. I swear to God, I think everybody in this movie has superpowers for the most part, because like they are doing some absolutely ridiculous stuff that normal humans. Even though the reality of it was like, obviously I know this is a movie, they're embellishing because this is also based upon a true story. That this is how I want all my true based upon the true story movies to be at this point. I don't even want to see anything that happened in real life. I want to see this completely ridiculous. I want an embellished story from beginning to end. I read the book. I want all of the movies based on a true story to be directed by Donnie Yen and to be just like this. The story, like I said, is absolutely good. I was definitely caught from beginning to end, wanting to see how this young man got his justice, and just see like the corruption of how every country's law has some type of loophole or something that's exploited, and everybody is out for it for like personal gain. And I think we've seen it like a ton of times here. You know, I've watched a ton of Korean movies. I watched a ton of Korean shows and Chinese shows, Japanese shows, where you get a different perspective of the law and how they operate, because everybody's law system, and it's has like certain things that are similar and the same, but every based you see how it's handled and their courts are handled, and when you see it from like when you see it in TV shows or in real life, I think they did a really good job, even though it is slightly like ridiculous, like how some of the laws handled, because I don't think in real life like they would have gotten this far with the cases, but I think they did do a really 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 good job. The emotion in this movie is really good. Like I think I said, I was up and down. I was invested in the characters 100%. I wanted to see, even the side characters where like they have like a really tear-felt moment throughout the movie, and just really cool movies. Like I said, with Donnie Yen's character, that I thought was really really cool. Like I said, I mean, you get to see corrupt lawyers exposed. You see the ups and downs of all that, but you get to see my man Donnie Yen in action. The action in this movie is absolutely incredible, from car chases to alley brawls to 100-man fights, and I'm not exaggerating. There are fights throughout this movie that are absolutely ridiculous and very well directed. There are drone shots that are very well done, from the top, showing the fights, which I thought was really incredible, and going around in the 360. The camera work is absolutely amazing. Why am I not watching more of these movies? I said I'm upset that I should have watched this in the movie theater, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to see it. Thank you, Well Go. This is amazing. I need more of these movies. This is one of the best movies of 2025 that you have released so far. The Prosecutor is absolutely amazing, and I know I'm just no bad points. Honestly, I'm trying to really think about something that was bad in this movie. At the moment, just thinking about it, like maybe we could have got a little bit more on some of the bad guy characters a little bit. I don't think there was time in the story for it, to be honest. And honestly, I don't care. Normally I would strike a point for that, but I think the bad guys were just bad guys, and I didn't need the origin story of why they became bad. This movie is absolutely incredible. I want to watch it again right now. I need the Blu-ray. I need the 4K. I want to take this to everybody and watch it multiple times. This movie's a 10 out of 10 for me. Look, I rarely give 10 out of 10s. This movie's a 10 out of 10. This movie is incredible. Like I said, the fights are ridiculously, and they're good. It gives me that Fast and the Furious fight vibe. It's how ridiculous it is. Because again, this is a story that's supposed to be grounded in reality, where we see the characters going to court, and they're using the law, but when you get Donnie Yen on screen, you're gonna get some Donnie Yen action, and this is absolutely what we get here. The Prosecutor is absolutely good, and one of my favorite movies of 2025 so far. I'm marking that on my list. Like I said, it was released in Hong Kong on December 21st. January 10th, the US is getting a limited release. If you watch this review, make sure you find this movie by any means possible, because I'm telling you, the movie is good. It is worth your time. It is worth watching. I believe it's going to be Australia, New Zealand, and other countries starting 16th and 17th. But Well Go, thank you. I appreciate you for starting my year off right. This movie is amazing. Thank you, Donnie Yen, for directing this. Thank you to the action team. Like I said, this movie's good. I definitely enjoyed this. I love a good. I want all, like I said before, I want all of my based on true stories to be completely Donnie and embellished at this point. I want Jackie Chan to be in it if he's still able to do some work at this point, man. Donnie Yen, it's just so good. Oh my goodness, I need a Donnie Yen Blu-ray collection. I need a Donnie Yen channel just streaming on Haya or whatever whatever this comes out on. But the Prosecutor is absolutely good. I'm telling you, go to the movies to see it. Check it out however you can. Buy it, rent it, however you do it. Well, go. Thank you for bringing this out. I'm telling you guys, I watched this in its original language of Cantonese. It is definitely worth your time. Check it out. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought about the movie. Am I exaggerating? I don't think I am. I think the movie is absolutely incredible. The action good. The story is good. I can't find any bad beats in this. The acting is incredible. Even though, like I said, the fights are ridiculously good. But like I said, the emotion of the characters, all of that is there to complete trifecta of all good points of why this movie is good and why you need to watch it. But take my word for it. Leave me a comment below. Go check it out, and then let me know what you thought about it, and come back and we can discuss the Prosecutor, because I'm about to watch it again right now. But on that note, this has been Terrell, and I'll see you guys again for another amazing review. See you.